We're back with another Shaun King quarterback breakdown. Jameis Winston has been benched. DTR is now the quarterback for the Browns against the Bengals this weekend, Sean. But we have to look at the 3 interceptions Jameis threw against the Chiefs. He had some great moments throughout the season. This game, not his best. And as you're going to show us, for one of the first times all year, Jameis may have been a little confused by a really good defensive scheme here from Kansas City.
Yeah, and who's it? Spagnola, I think that's the DC there
Yep.
in Kansas City. I mean, this is a great disguise, and you match it up with the fact that this is a play-action pass. So we're going to highlight the safeties right here on the 26 of what looks like the safety pre-snap, and then roll it a little bit, Mike, for me. And then I want you to stop it right there. So what has happened now is that Jameis thinks that he's going to have this post route, that this is some kind of pressure look, that the safety's coming down into the box. He did not see that they rotated to the same coverage, just replaced the players. So now you have the guy that looked like backside to Jameis that's now front side on this coverage, and he just never gets back and reanalyzes the coverage after he gets his head back around. Remember, this is a play-action pass, so you'll see it from the end zone. So we just can run it from here. You can tell Jameis never sees the guy that replaced the safety that was initially there. And so just let it run here and watch a couple things from what the quarterback sees. This is a great disguise. Stop it. So when Jameis turns his head, you see 20 looks like he's coming down. It's going to be some kind of robber coverage or he's coming with pressure. He finds the front side safety. So he's thinking that if Moore can beat him, there's nothing backside. And so you can run it from here. Jameis never gets his eyes all the way backside. He thinks when he lets this ball go, he's shocked at who picks it. That's just great disguise by Spagnola. Coaching point for young quarterbacks. You have to always re-identify the coverage on play actions that you turn your back to the defense, especially when it looks like there's a lot of movement that happens pre-snap.
All right, Sean, this next interception, you could say maybe it's Chubb's fault. It did hit him in his hands. Lucky play by the Chiefs. The ball fell into Nick Bolton's arms. But however you want to look at it, the end result was an interception for Jameis and the Browns. 1 of 6 on the day. Tough to win when you turn the ball over 6 times.
You know, it's interesting. When I first got in the NFL, we had some things happen, and a young player once said, you know, sometimes you eat the bear, and sometimes the bear eats you, man. The turnover bear, it just eats Jameis up. Everything that could go wrong, any of those 50-50 balls, they always seem to end up in the defensive team's hands. If you want to roll it, I mean, we see this all the time. This is an aggressive play call. They're trying to push the ball down the field. He doesn't like the looks, does the right thing, checks it down. How many times do we see these balls hit off the back and hit the ground?
A million.
And this was maybe a little lack of communication between him and Chubb. Ball might be a little off, but just as the story with the Browns, and in some ways with Jameis, it's just unlucky at times. This isn't a terrible throw. Tough catch for Chubb, but one you think a back of his caliber would make. And, of course, instead of it hitting the ground, the defender from the Chiefs intercepted. What I would say is, young quarterbacks, when you're throwing to non-wide receivers, the more you can keep the ball within the numbers, the more likely it is to end the completion. Remember, these guys aren't receivers, so they struggle at times when the ball's away from their body. That would be my coaching point here. Try and keep that ball inside of the 2 and 4, Jameis. Don't let it get outside of Chubb's body. In the running back room, Chubb is saying, I got to catch that.
Sean, this is the 3rd of Jameis's 3 interceptions. When I saw this play live, my mind went back to the play against New Orleans when Jameis stepped up and threw an absolute dot to Elijah Moore in the corner of the end zone. I was like, he's going to do it again. He's going to do it again. And then this time it was Mike Woods, and instead of ending up in Mike Woods' hands, Trent McDuffie came down with his first interception of his career. Bad throw, pure luck by the defense. Sean, please explain to us how this, what could have been potentially awesome play, turned into his 3rd interception of the game.
Can we charge this one to the Jumbotron? I saw the post-game press conference, and McDuffie actually said the only reason he knew that the ball was getting thrown was he was looking at the Jumbotron as he was face guarding the wide receiver from Cleveland. I think it was 81.
Mike Woods.
So, yeah, Mike Woods. So you go ahead and run it. I'm nitpicking here, but I'm going to make a point. So if you pause it there, right before he throws it, okay, young quarterbacks, this has got to be your mindset on this ball. Woods catches it or no one catches it. This is an off-platform throw. This is going to be a contested catch most likely. In a perfect world, you're hoping at minimum you get some kind of pass interference. We see this all the time where the DB doesn't look at the jumbotron. He runs into the receiver. This is unlucky that it ends up being an interception, but from a intentionality standpoint, I just tell young quarterbacks, when you make this throw, it should be Woods or no one. That's the only issue I have with the throw from Jameis. It's a little underthrown, so it allows McDuffie, when he does turn around, to kind of not catch the ball, but the ball catch him. And Woods is bigger than McDuffie, so you just like the ball to be a little bit higher. But listen, Jay, I think they're down 21 at the time. You know, he's trying to be aggressive. He's trying to make something happen. He gets immediate pressure. Good job of stepping up in the pocket. I didn't think there was another throw that made more sense. I just think he probably would like to be a little more accurate with the ball. But listen, this 2024 season for Cleveland is snake bit. I mean, if you're a quarterback, if I was DTR's agent, I might tell DTR, hey, man, go in there and say your hamstring hurt, man. Let's just – because nothing's going right for the Browns offense, nothing.